All right, we are back for round one. Let's get into it. That is a mulligan. Can't cast our spells. That is annoying. How many white sources do we have? 5 plains, tranquil landscape, a sheltering landscape, and a perilous landscape, and then as well the Legion leadership. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 white sources. We have 3 draws to hit one, but we kind of want 2. I think this is fine. We also have a cycler, 2 cyclers. Yeah, I think this is a keep. And we put away a Jolted Awake, I believe. We could put away Pearl Ear, but I think that card is good at catching us back up. And we're likely going to want to cycle to one of these anyway, so this is kind of doing that. So yeah, I'm good with this. Really could see some much better hands with this deck. Hopefully this is not the only kind of hand we see. That's a good draw. Nice. Okay. Yeah, this is pretty easy, I think. I think still pretty easy. It's kind of fine if they use removal on that. It'll be a little bit annoying, but not the end of the world. We do want to be able to pressure Sorin if it flips, so I'm a little worried about that. Yep. Okay. I think we go... Well, I guess we can Jolted Awake. We can Jolted Awake Tamio and then draw a card. Or we can just get out our Emissary. Or we can draw a card, tutor up white. I don't like that. I kind of want to get back to Mio. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. And then with the card that we draw... Did I play a land this turn? Yeah, my opponent went first. Okay. With the card that we draw, hopefully we'll draw plains at some point, which makes our plays a lot easier. I think I'm okay blocking here. Well, no, there's not a lot of utility to it. I'm not going to make the same mistake I made last draft. Yep, extort. Still Sorin doesn't flip, so that's fine. That's pretty good. I'm glad we got that. So we could bestow. I don't think that is really worth it. I think we just want to make sure we get rid of Sorin and then play Spirit to block the 3/1 and tutor up a white. And we want, I think, to play this because we don't need more blue. Get rid of Sorin, attack, investigate. And this is definitely grabbing a white. That's fine. Pretty bad tempo-wise, but they were low on cards. We're happy just continuing to draw cards with Tamio or to investigate with her. We don't need to be, whatchamacallit, you got him. I'm saying. So I'm going to play this out. I guess I'll attack first. We're happy to be like slow rolling everything. But pretty soon we'll want to start pushing our advantage into like pressure, because they are drawing a lot of cards. But I think we are drawing more cards in a way. That's fine. Okay, so we can play this, put counters on things. This is going to cost 3 to bestow, so we can do both of these. I think I like that. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. Okay. Emissary. Distribute some counters. I think I want 1 here, 1 here, and 1 here, because I'm going to be attacking and likely trading with this spirit. Oh no, but I want to draw a card, so I want to put the counter on that. Yeah, that's right, okay. And we mentor onto Tomio. We could also attack with this. Kind of forces them into like trading with one or the other. I kind of like that. Yeah, let's do that. That's fine. They're just drawing a ton of cards. My goodness. I'm a bit worried about them casting like a huge thing that we just can't deal with. We did have to use this early on. But we do now have like board advantage and are putting them under pressure. And that's a really good draw, although we don't have the energy anymore, but it's fine. Okay. I like this. This lets us hedge against like a huge spell. We can also use it to just generate 2 energy once they cast a spell if we need to, so I'm noting that because that is another Exalted counter, but Exalted counters don't matter very much right now. I'm going to want to crack the landscape before I crack Clue. That is fine. I think we're sacrificing Emissary of Soulfire. Yeah, that's fine. That is also fine. They just keep drawing more cards. That, I guess that costs 1, huh? Yeah, that's fine. I guess we crack this first. And then we put it second from top. For a second, I thought it had disappeared. I was worried. Okay, do we counter this? We have only flyers, so I don't think so. I think we just draw. Nice. So I think we just play this and leave out the counterspell. Put it on here. What's more likely, a bounce spell or a second accursed marauder? I think bounce spell is more likely. So I'm gonna do this. Maybe we want to start distributing our threats a little bit, even though Tamio could flip at some point. I think that's right. And yeah, just like taxing their mana here, I think, a little bit, so that they can't have a huge turn is probably how we want to guarantee a win. They've drawn so many cards that like they could have something nuts here, but I think it's pretty unlikely. That's fine. You want to go to 4 life? A-okay by me. That one we can't counter. Deal that 5, sure. Go to 9. That's pretty good. That's also pretty good. All right. Can we kill them? Probably not. We can do all 3 of these, so we probably do that. Let's lead on this. Nice. Proliferate much. Does that kill them? It does. Let's go. Yeah. Right? Yeah. Nice. Got the first. Feeling good. Okay, we did not see a lot of things that we really care about utter insignificancing. They seem to be more of a go wide deck than anything, so... I mean, Sorin, yes, but... Do we have other ways of dealing with Sorin? Kind of. We have the Thraben Charm. It's also not the worst case if we can just, like, pressure it effectively. What do I not like? I do like Aether Spike. They do have the Graveyard Hate stuff, so Jolted Awake might be a little bit worse. But they only have 1, I think. I think we just run this back. Yeah, I don't think Utter Insignificance is very good here. They have the sack thing. So I'm just going to run this back. Yep. I wonder if this is Todd Anderson. I don't think so, but maybe. That's a mulligan. Oh my god, these opening hands. That is a keep. Let's go. That's so much better. What do we get rid of? I think it's Rhino, because we're just planning on Raptoring on turn 3. And I'd rather keep removal for something nuts that they have. Like, I mean, Sorin is pretty good against double Raptor, so I kind of want to keep that. Yeah, let's do that. If we draw a Tune the Narrative, I'm going to be psyched. Nah. Alright, still fine. Let's lead on planes. Sure, that's a really good card. But we're just gonna Raptor, I believe. We've got a lot of 2-drops in our deck. How many of them are good to cast right away? Quite a few of them. We could also hit a Tune the Narrative. Jolted Awake doesn't do anything. Tamio's good. Or are we leaving up Aether Spike? I think that's a way to easily kind of fall behind on tempo, so I'm just gonna Raptor. Well, that doesn't do it. That is one of the things I was worried about. But now we have 2 more energy for the next Raptor. That, I think, can literally cast any card, so we just have to hit something that's relevant. That's another really good card. Do they have a land? They do. Okay. We could Electrozoa, leave up Aether Spike, which I kind of like. And then hopefully next turn we can double spell. I like that, I think. I think we'll probably just play the Zoa and try to trade with Messenger if we can. Unless they play like a really good spell. Like if they Deep Analysis, I think I probably counter it. Yeah, I think we just want to do this. They did not have priority, which is worth noting. We really want to draw an untapped land here. Any will work. Yep. Glad we got that out of the way. That is not an untapped land, but I think we just want to Raptor, hopefully hit a Tune the Narrative. So we want to leave up blue, I think, for Aether Spike for that. That works. That works. Yes, I think we do want to pay 2 energy. Well, okay, we got to think about it. But I think they're going to play something. Yeah, a Mana Leak is good enough. I think we pay 2 energy to keep a card. And then we'll play this and attack and pass. We're also technically leaving up Utter Insignificance, which is nice. That, do we Utter Insignificance that, or do we Aether Spike it for the full 3? I think we Aether Spike it. We could also, no, let's Aether Spike the Deep Analysis. That's better. Which I think is what they're doing next. And if they're not, we can Aether Spike whatever comes next. We can also Thraben Charm that, so. I think they're gonna Deep Analysis. I hope they would. I hope they do. Okay, we will Aether Spike that, I think. Then we untap, Thraben Charm their thing, attack. Yeah, I guess then we want to Utter Insignificance it instead so that we can play our Solstice Sell it. Or we could Thraben Charm, leave up Utter Insignificance, fetch a white. I guess I like that better. Do I like that better? I think I do. We could exile their Yard to get rid of Deep Analysis. I don't like that, though. Yeah, I think I like this. It keeps pressure on them. And we do want to cast our Pearlier. Yep, that's fine. Tapped is good for us. This also, if it's going to target something modified, will draw us a card. We could have played a land there. We do have some card draw in our deck, but I kind of like keeping it. Yep, they're just doing a bunch of draw stuff, which they did in game 1. Yeah, we'll put that second from top. Sure, you've got so much draw and removal. We can't exile that, so there's no point. That's good. Does that get us? It does. That gets us Pearlized. Nice. And that is what we want to do. Oh, it doesn't, because Amped Raptors have this weird clause, or if you cast it from your hand. Oh, that's so annoying. Okay, are we getting back Electrozoa then? Are we saving it? Are we cycling it? We could cycle it and just get Pearlize and play it. Is that better than Zealot Plus? I think it is. Because I like having... Yeah. Okay, and then I am going to play the land now because we could have like Tune the Narrative chains or whatever. I mean, if they just have infinity removal here, then like GG, that's a good one, but we can... Well, we can't actually utter insignificance it really, unless we draw the right thing. So let's try to draw the right thing here. And that doesn't really count. This guy can tap it for a while though, which is nice. I think we only have 2. Yep, that's a Sorin. They do have flashback on this, which is quite annoying. Okay, do we take this and then utter insignificance Sorin? Or do we utter insignificance the Worm Coil and let them sack it? I think we gotta get rid of Sorin and just take this. So let's see what they do about that. Oh god. Well, we're not winning this one. That's really scary. I hope I was hoping they didn't have some insane stuff in their deck, but it looks like they do. We just didn't see it game 1, so that kind of makes me terrified about game 3. And I think we are going to see a game 3. Yeah, not much to do here. Oh, their deck is really good now that I've seen that Crabomination. Because they just have so many ways to find it. Yeah, I mean... we really need to put them under a lot of pressure, I think, this next game. They do seem to be not great at dealing with flyers, so it is notable there. Yeah, keep drawing cards, why don't you? Alright, that will do it. Okay. Do we want this? It still isn't really that good. I mean, we can exile this like sometimes, but I don't think it's better than like Jolted Awakes or stuff to get back our stuff and like combo them kind of. Aether Spike is really valuable and really important, and we're going to need to use that effectively. We want our flyers, we want our tappers. Yeah, I think we just run this back. And hope for a freaking playable opening hand. Let's see. I'm not going to be ashamed to lose to this deck because it's a very, very well-built version of blue-black control. That is a good opener, though. We fetch red, play this, play that. Yeah. Okay. That's a good one. That's annoying. Okay, so we're gonna have Jolted Awake. Question is, do we Emissary or do we Zoa? I think I like Zoa just to keep them under pressure. Yeah. Sneaky Snacker would be the most annoying possible play here. That's not that. Oh, I really hope we can escape this round because this is a really good deck we're facing. And I think our deck is also really good, but could easily lose here. That is a good one. I think we want to get that down. But we could also get two things out. Energy is going to be an issue. I really want some Tune the Narratives. I guess I kind of like Emissary. Yeah, I'm gonna go with my instinct here. I think we do pay the energy here to get another damage in. Even though it means we might run out of this, we have so much energy generation in our deck. This is close. We actually don't have that much, and it's better for our Raptors if we don't pay it. I think actually I don't want to pay it. Especially because we're planning on attacking with multiple creatures next turn, I think. That's fine. That's the one thing about this deck. They do spend a lot of time drawing cards, so they are pretty slow. Okay, do we put that second from the top, or do we get rid of it? I think we want it second from the top. Yeah. Sure. That's a good one. Pay that. Tune. I guess we can wait on Tune because we know what the top card is. Play Pearl Ear. Do we want an Exalted counter? I think at this point we do. We're kind of all in on this Electrozoa, but I think that's the right play. Oh, maybe I should have put the counter on the Zoa because I'm enchanting it next turn. We could also enchant the Emissary. That's a good one. Okay. Unicorn can go on Emissary and draw us a card, which would be pretty huge. And it's a fine attack. Yeah. I kind of like that. It could also go on Pearl Ear. Wouldn't draw us a card, but would give us another mentor. It could go on all three creatures here. I think I like putting it on Pearl Ear. I could have put a counter on Pearl Ear to draw a card there, but I think I want the energy, although drawing Toon might have made that wrong. Anyway. Attack. Mentor onto this. Okay, we're putting them under a lot of pressure, but Crabomination comes down next turn, potentially. I'm scared. I'm very scared. Very, very, very scared. Come on. One time. Don't have it. One time, please. Doesn't look like a crab. That is okay. That's pretty good. They're transforming Sorin, dealing something 3. Oh, that's pretty good. Gosh. Gosh dang it. Shoot. That's really strong. Okay. We can tune the narrative. That lets us kill Sorin, so I think we have to do it. I mean, create a food token. Do we just attack them? No, I think we have to kill Sorin. We can cycle this if they play Crabomination and shrink our Pearl Ear, but I think that's pretty bad. I don't think they have it, though. Of course they have it. Oh, okay, well, I guess in response to the trigger, we can do it. Yeah, that's much better. They got jolted awake. They get back Sorin or something. Oh, that's so good. That's so good. Oh my god. That's so brutal. Yep. Could have easily just gotten a Tune the Narrative or something, but no. Oh my god. This is so infuriating. Great. Perfect time to draw the Aether Spike. All right, I'm a little salty. I'll admit, a little bit salty about how that went. But we have dealt with their most important cards. We can counter this, which I think is worth doing. And hopefully they just don't have more gas, but no, of course they do. And they just have like all of these in their yard. Okay. Don't think it's worth leadershiping here. I think we need to wait until we have more stuff to do with that. Ugh, man. I was so excited about this deck. I was so excited about this deck. That's magic. That is magic. Yeah, get back your Crabomination and we're just dead. Oh boy. What incredible deck by our opponent. Like really, really, really well built, well drafted. But man, is that frustrating that they hit Jolted Awake to get back Marauder to kill our thing instead of just getting something else, anything else. We did have 2 of them in the yard, so like it's not unreasonable, but man, we're so close to beating this really good deck. Sure, I'll take that. Just gotta keep grinding, I guess. Can draw our Tameo? Does that do anything? Probably not. Yeah, that's really good. Man. Ah, this makes me sad. Nothing to do about it, though. Magic the Gathering. Like, this is the difference in a draft earlier on where I really felt like the draft portion didn't go well. But then the games, like, we got lucky enough. We drew the right things. You know, we slogged through it, and our opponents didn't have really good stuff earlier. And then the second you run into an opponent that just, like, has some really good action that you can't deal with, then you're just totally screwed. And, like, that's magic, you know? Sometimes they just have it. And they have it in a way that you can't beat. Alright, gonna keep trucking. Yeah, we'll play that. If we can deal with the Flyers, we're in this game still, but they just have, again, so much action still left to play through. We're both at 14 cards in library? Dang. Does let us draw 3. Nope, never mind. Why would I even think that we would have any small chance of ever doing that? Yep, and we're dead. All right. Well, that is magic, as I've said before, but this is me managing my way through Tilt. Appreciate you guys watching. Very frustrating for this to happen in an arena open, but like that's what happens sometimes. I was very proud of how we drafted this, and starting out with the Raptors, navigating away from the red because it wasn't open, but still into the open lane of blue-white and finding a way to use our most powerful cards. But, the best decks are only like 60% to win every round, and we hit the 40% here. So, all right, that'll be that for the content. Appreciate you all. Have a good one.